So your drum's not hitting hard enough? I've been there for many years. And I've tried everything, and a lot of stuff works. But what if the issue isn't about the compression or the clipping technique that one would normally use to try to get more punch out of their drums? What if the main reason you can't achieve that punch and warmth to your tracks is because of phase issues? If you take any instrument and have multiples of that, say like 2 kicks or 2 snares or even a kick and an 808 playing together, treating them as one sound, you are almost guaranteed to have problems if you don't fix the phase relationship between these instruments. And until you actually fix a problem, you would have no idea that these individual elements are sucking the life out of the element as a whole. And I'm not the phase expert. I am the put the plug-in on the track and see if it makes it sound better expert. And I found a plugin that monumentally and instantly transformed and changed the punch and the warmth of my tracks before I added any processing. And that plugin is Auto Align 2 by Sound Radix. And trust me, it is the most simple thing you can ever do to level up on the punch, the impact, and the warmth of your mixes. Let me show you what I'm talking about. In Pro Tools, whatever DAW you're using, I got all my tracks highlighted, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in this plugin, Auto Align 2. And automatically, it recognizes all of our tracks here. It is the most straightforward, simple thing. And according to their manual, they designed this plugin to be really hands-free, meaning that it's gonna do all of the heavy lifting for you. And specifically in a genre like mine, I kind of think that it does the job really well, and it's like a set it and forget it kind of a thing. I don't need to tweak much, if anything at all. It is a very basic looking plugin, but might be one of the most powerful plugins in my arsenal. All we need to do is feed it, I believe it's 30 seconds worth of audio, and it's going to group everything that it feels should be grouped together. And essentially what it's doing is 3 main things: time alignment, polarity reversal, and phase rotation. So let me show you what this incredible plugin is gonna make my mix sound like. We're gonna play it through and give it exactly what it needs to function and work. All we gotta do is click align and give it some playback. So I gave it more than it needed, I think, pretty much over a minute, and now it's aligning everything. So it grouped my kicks together, my 808, my snares, my hi-hats. If you can see here in the time section, it's delaying the samples significantly. It has a really cool feature here where you just open one of the plugins and you press this button here and it bypasses all of them. So we're gonna hear what it sounds like first, again, without the plugin on. And then when you hear the plugin on, it's gonna blow your mind. I haven't heard it yet either. I mean, I heard it, what it can do, but I haven't heard it in this particular instance right now. So we're gonna be listening together. Check it out. Wow. Wow. If you have ears to hear, let them hear. Oh my goodness, that was absolutely incredible. What was I listening to? Well, first, you just get like this, what sounds like this incredible low mid bump where everything just sounds warmer, but there's no EQ, no saturation, nothing like that. It's just phase alignment. And then the next elements to listen for is the kick drum, the low end, the 808, and then the snares. Those are all of the main things that stick out right away before I start analyzing how do the hi-hat sound against the snare, you know, how it grouped, you know, my synth bass high and low, my low piano, my brass, like, you know, how does it sound with that? It recognized the staccato choir high and low were the same thing, just an octave difference. So it treated that together and put that in alignment. I mean, it really makes you think a lot more now about the quality of your mix, not just being about how good the samples that you use sound or the recording. It's like how they interact with everything. And phase is such an important thing to consider for the end result quality of your mix. I always knew about phase with like combining kick drums together. You know, if you have like a subby kick, a mid kick, and then like a top end kick or something like that, you phase align those. So you might do like a polarity flip, or, you know, I used to use auto align the first version, and I just would only use it on kicks and maybe snares. I never really thought about how important it was and how much impact you can get the snare to have when, if you're using multiple samples, you know, when you use a phase tool. And this auto align 2 really woke me up to the importance of really doing this, because it, in my opinion, transformed the sound of this mix before I even mixed it. So I'm going to give you another A/B comparison to leave you with, now that you can listen to some of the other elements. Like, okay, I'm going to focus in on the kick drum, I'm going to focus in on the snare, and just make the decision for yourself if this sounds drastically, radically better, different, finished before you even mix it. Let's give it a listen. Bypassed. Now, once you finish this process, honestly, you can probably export this and move on to the next mix. Once you finish this process, now you can add all of that extra processing that you would normally use to make your track sound incredible. But thanks to Auto Align 2, it's gonna take my mixes to the next level. And I made a video for you where I use parallel compression with one plugin to achieve a sound unlike anything that I've heard before. And I know that you're gonna be blown away by it, so when the video pops up on the screen, make sure that you click that and check it out. Let me know what you think. Until the next video, may God bless you.